I put effort in this one. I put effort.
Oh no! The heartbreak, the drama, I'm out of words.
How dare Dominic Mysterio break Liv Morgan's heart on the Heartbreak Kid's birthday? How dare he?
Broke her heart. And she was wearing the greatest Daisy Dukes of all time. She was just throwing it at him tonight. And she was in the corner. She was like, bam, right there, Dom, there you go. And then she showed up and was like, bam, I love you. And then he was like, ah, you bitch, in Spanish.
I did enjoy Liv Morgan getting the memo that it's Jort season.
Those are jorts, Betty. Don't you ever confuse those with jorts. Those are Daisy Dukes.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am, of course, Mr. 300K, Lord Manny Hayes, and he is
Mr. 299.9999999. Marcus the grand finale. And yes, we have made 300,000 subscribers. And you know what? I remember the days when we were making 300 subscribers and we had to do 300
like a year ago. It was just over a year ago.
Yeah. So we did it. We did it. We're in the big time now. We're in the pros.
We did it. What else? Thank you to everyone that's joined us for along the ride. We're done. The show is over. We are finished.
We said we were only going here with the original start, and we did it, and it's over. It's all over. We're done. We're done. This is the retirement episode. We made all the money we were ever going to make. That's $7.35. And we're in debt dramatically.
I want to point out the other names I could have used today. So, Kane, on the last video we put out of the Try Not to Laugh number 7, the Fast 7, said, because you mentioned the Half-Blood Prince, he said more like Prince Ambiguous.
Yes.
Or the Ambiguous Prince.
Why not the half-blood
Ruby,
ambiguous Prince?
Assuming my surname was De Santos or Da Santos because my username is Manny Das.
You should have went by Dos Santos.
No, because it's DAS. No one goes like Da. Or it could be Da Silva. Da Silva. Oh, ooh.
Manny, you've had 300 men. You're a man of 1,000 names.
Yes, I'm the Dean Malenko of names.
Only person that's claiming to be the Dean Malenko of names are spies. I don't tell you what I do. I don't tell you what I do for my 9 to 5. Yes, you do. You do. All the time. All the time.
Espionage. I told you it's all lies, Marcus. It's all lies.
Oh, damn. It's all lies. So you be pitching me office drama. You pitch me office drama. These are all lies.
That's how good of a spy I am.
Damn, you're a good spy.
Now I'm gonna get shot. I've given away my identity and location.
Yeah. His last name's Bond. James Bond. Why am I using Austin Powers or ESPN's music?
His name is Burger. Hamburger.
Remember James Bond had a really complicated last name? My name is Antetokounmpo. James Antetokounmpo. It's not as sexy. Not as sexy, man.
It's not. It's not.
Not getting no ladies with that name. Or saying it last first. Agent Antetokounmpo, how you doing? Oh. Can we get another one? Code number 347.
So we have some news. There is some news coming out here. There's news. It's not 100% confirmed. Well, Fightful seem to think. Bobby Lashley and MVP seem to be done with WWE as their contracts are coming to an end. And, apparently there's interest from AEW, like there always is.
Why would they have interest? They don't have as many wrestlers. They don't have that many wrestlers anymore, right, Manny? Like they don't have any wrestlers at all. I feel like they are at a low point in wrestlers in AEW. They have nobody. They may have, what, 12,000?
Yeah, they're about 12 million wrestlers on their roster, but I feel the only place that's going to do Bobby Lashley any service to what he could be is TNA.
Going back home. Going back to TNA.
Go back home to TNA. I think he can be a dominant champion. Because I don't think anyone is ever going to do Bobby Lashley right.
Well, Bobby Lashley is now going. He's pushing. He's about to be 50. If he goes to AEW, he'll have a solid few weeks. He'll have a good run, but then he'll probably go missing, a la Miro or Ricky Starks or somebody like that. Or he'll end up being Brian Cage light. Or he'll just be what Will Hobbs was before Will Hobbs left. But I think the biggest crisis is the WWE is losing black talent. They are losing black wrestlers. And they
may be losing black talent, but there's more. They've got more in the ranks coming up.
They got a bit of pipe.
But the only one that I think is gonna, the only one I think that's ever really gonna make some moves and rock the boat will be Obafemi. I don't think any of the slightly smaller ones. I don't know why I was doing that. It's the smaller ones, the Javon Evans, the Wesley, even why have I lost it? Why has his name gone blank? He's on SmackDown.
Carmelo.
I don't think they have the same ceiling as Obafemi. I think Obafemi is world title picture, whereas the rest mid card at best.
Even Trick, Manny. Even Trick.
I don't think Trick is gonna get to that stage. I think Trick is a good act, but I think his ceiling is mid card. I don't foresee him as a world champion. I can see Obafemi, and I see what you can do with Obafemi if you present him as a monster. Just go through the roster like they did with Gunther. But I don't see like Bron. In terms of black. Yeah, I don't see them doing anything like that with the others. Because you can't present Trick like that. You can't present anyone being physically imposing quite like Obafemi.
Yeah, but Trick isn't that good. He's more of a show up. He's more in the charisma point of that, and he was a better manager or sidekick than he is a wrestler. But it's really tough. It's really tough out there for the black wrestler. But Bobby was old anyway. I'm not saying they should have pushed Bobby in his current state, but he was a feature that should have been on there more, and they could have done more with him. I mean, he was world champion, but it wasn't.
It's just a sad state of affairs because it's a knock-on effect of what they've been doing for the last 5 years. I would like to say, where it's put all the Mexicans together, put all the blacks together, and then let them fight each other. I think that's the case. What it's been, and that's inevitably why the Hurt Business didn't work the first time around, because they kept doing shit like that, where they could have been a physically imposing group.
Yep, and it was a pandemic.
That too.
Yeah, we had all that going for us too. Where it was no one in the arenas during that time, and they were just experimental shit. But good luck to them and their future endeavors. MVP has been very vocal about the emasculating a black man. I just feel like there's no one out there that they recruited or bring up. So we'll see. Maybe AEW is gonna bring him in. Maybe TNA takes him back, or maybe Bobby retires. Who knows?
I can see him retiring, but he's made a good living. I don't see why he needs to put his body through that. But if he needs money, he needs money. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to say no to extra money.
Goodwill, Bobby. Goodwill. I'm sure I'll see you again on one of these wrestling shows. Just don't go to NWA.
So no one goes to NWA. That's your last resort.
No, I heard Mexico is your last resort. Mexico, were you just touring in Mexico?
Marcus, no, Mexico is your last resort if you've been cancelled. That's your last resort. We're talking about you, Marty Skrull, and you, Tessa Blanchard.
You got nowhere else to go. Mexico will take you. Oh, what? Okay.
But so that's basically it. So you ready to jump into Monday Night Raw?
Let's jump into some Raw. I know Dominic's ready to jump into Monday Night Raw. I know he did it last night.
Really Dominic was on. dirty Dom. But we started the night with Gunther, and he seemed in pensive thought. He reviewed what he said last week. And then he doubled down on it because he meant everything he said last week. Damian Priest and everyone here is a bum.
Yeah, you know what, Manny? I believe Gunther went back home and thought about, I came off a bit racist last week. I came off as a bigot. I came off very divisive. I was really offensive, and I was very disrespectful to Damian Priest. And then he got out to that crowd in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and they were booing him for those comments. And you know what? His inner Marcus came out and said, you know what? Fuck everybody. Back to it. Y'all gonna boo me like this? Y'all ain't gonna let me get the words out. Fuck you, and fuck you some more. I doubled down on everything I said. I was gonna apologize. I was apologetic about the whole thing. But you know what? Fuck everybody here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I don't care. I don't like the Packers. Jordan Love can suck my dick. That's where he was at. That's what he became. Well, he just did it out of spite.
Jordan Love is holding out. But he said Damian Priest's story was cute. A cute little story. Fighting in the streets, but that doesn't erase the fact that he's a pretender and a wannabe. The ring general judges the entire Judgment Day as street trash. He makes the offer once again for Damian Priest to hand him the title to save himself the embarrassment. Damian comes out, knocks him straight down, and these two brawl ringside backstage, and then we learn that they've both been ejected from the building.
I felt Finn took it personal when he was like, everybody street trash? I understand Carlito and JD. How dare you? How dare you? I mean, he just went out there and said, fuck everybody, your record label and crew. It was beat down on site, and I really enjoyed this opening. I enjoyed Priest's demeanor just coming down there. It was like, you know what, fuck you. And they just had some animosity there that they have built in, 2 weeks? There's some good animosity here.
3 weeks, I think he's had it.
Yeah, hand me the title. Hand me the title again. Hand me the title.
Ilya Dragunov versus Bron Breakker. I thought this was really a good match. I just didn't really understand the point. I know it saves Dragunov taking a pin, but you're supposed to he's telling me he's the Unbesiegbar, which is supposed to be invincible. This man got speared and then he banged his head on the LED board.
Hardest part of the ring.
No, that's not the hardest part of the ring.
The second hardest part of the ring was.
I mean, if that was there when Titus O'Neil slipped, he may have died, but still.
Well, Titus O'Neil almost died. He went. He slid perfectly under. It was a good match, very physical and all that. I'm going to say that I don't think Dragonov has won a match since he comes to the main roster. He's just been taking ass whooping. I'm sure he has won, but I don't recall him winning a single match on the main roster. I see him just getting his ass whooped on a weekly basis by every single different person on that roster, but having bangers on matches. I think in the King of the Ring he won. But anyway, I want to give the segment a strike for the simple fact, if this was, like you said, stopping him from taking a pin, I feel getting knocked out is worse.
Yeah,
it's getting worse.
Yeah, it's worse.
Getting knocked out is worse. I took a pin and I just couldn't get out. He was stronger than me in the pin. I was exhausted in the match. I could not move anymore.
No,
but getting knocked out I had no defense for this.
I would have been fine if he got back up to his feet. Do you know the standing 8 count? But you're on your feet, but the referee will still go, no, you're no good. You're no good. At least if he got back to his feet, he would have been fine because the referee would be like, no, I don't believe you can compete anymore. Yeah, that would have been fun. At least he got back up to his feet. Yeah, not the whole I'm invincible gimmick and then just been knocked the fuck out.
I saw birds flying over his head like in the old cartoons, just tweeting. And then my favorite thing, the doctors they come and check him. They really do a bad job. They check his pulse as if he's dead. Then they lift his arm up, and I'm like, what is this? What kind of concussion protocol is this? I've never seen anybody die, but he's dead.
Valkyria takes on Sonya Deville. The match ends as everyone gets involved, and Sonya takes advantage. It was a pretty boring match.
I want to install the Jericho rule. I think it's time. We're starting the Jericho rule for anything involving the Sonya Deville,
the boring
Zoe
sisters.
Stark,
The boring sisters.
and Shayna Baszler. I think if we cut this segment out each week, where we all saving time, no one cares. The Casey Express, Lyra Valkyrie, all of these, this whole feud can get cut out as long with the final testament in Xavier Woods. I think we can cut all this out.
Also, what followed this was Sister Abigail. We found out a little bit more of her, but then all it was look at yourself. Look at yourself.
Yeah.
Look at yourself. Look at yourself.
And I wanted to tell her at this current moment, I don't have a mirror. How the fuck can I look at myself, Nikki? How the fuck can I look at myself? But I like her story that she has nothing that's dramatic. Like, we go from Bo, his emotional shit, and you go with Eric Rowan, who's bawling in tears and losing his brothers. Nikki, you know what? What's going on with you? I got my doctor's degree and shit. I'm living a good life.
Yeah, but imagine what are we waiting on next? We're waiting on Joe Gacy. That's gonna be just as dull.
I thought it was Loomis was gonna be dull, but Loomis can talk about his bad marriage.
So CM Punk addresses that he's cleared. He's gonna get his pound of flesh and calls out Drew McIntyre. Drew said he's waited for this, but he doesn't want to get in the ring and tear. He doesn't want to get in the ring and tear him apart. Punk says he does and goes after him, but the referees and officials stop him getting to Drew. Drew said this match is a big money match, bigger than Green Bay. He tells Punk he needs to learn to chill and control his emotions. When he gets angry, he turns to his family and pulls out the friendship bracelet.
Yeah.
I can't believe part of this feud is due to a friendship bracelet.
Yeah, I mean, Manny has reached to the points of pettiness of how did this begin? How did this all begin? That's where we're at in the pettiness of this feud. Why are we at this point?
Adam Pearce says the reason they're not fighting tonight is because it's official. They're fighting at SummerSlam, but states they can't lay a finger on each other. Oh, otherwise the match is off. The first person to throw anything is suspended, and he's got a referee problem. And then out comes Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins says he's not a problem guy; he's a solution guy. And the solution is he knows a guy that thrives on chaos and would love nothing more to put those into place. And announces that he is a special guest referee. Drew is furious with Pearce in the back, saying that with Seth being the special guest referee, and then Adam Pearce says he needs to drink. Adam Pearce needs to be fired because he's drinking on the job.
All the time, every week, on camera. He's got these work relationship problems and drama going on. He has a lot going on that HR should not approve of anything that's going on. But how dare Drew? I have problems with both people in this match, or in this segment. CM Punk knows he's cleared already. I don't know why he didn't come out with his hands taped up already, but it says, I'm cleared. Hold on. Let me tape up real quick. I mean, he could have just came out taped. Why did he tape?
See, you raised a good point, Mark. You've raised a good point here. So, several weeks ago, you asked me the question of, Manny, have you ever seen anyone wear a suit and then take off everything and then unbutton the cufflinks and roll the sleeves up for a fight?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone come to a fight and go, let me tape up my wrist now and fight you. If you're going to do it, you come prepared.
Yeah, like he knew he was going to fight him. Like he came here with pure animosity of, I'm going to fight this man tonight. Now I'm going to tape up my wrist. Like, he's so late. Why are you so late reacting to this? You knew it. You could have been prepared. Now, if Drew wasn't prepared to get caught out in the fight, then it would make sense. It would make sense. Because Drew was like, oh, he's cleared. We can fight. And then, Drew, how dare you be upset that there's a special guest referee and the way you've been treating referees recently. Last week, you refused to apologize to them for your assault. You refused. So, of course, Seth Rollins is a referee in this match, and he has animosity with both men. He doesn't like both men, and I think that's where we need to be. This is the perfect special guest referee. Promotion, hatred. He don't like referees. He don't like this. And I think this match needs blood, and I think they need to jump Seth Rollins at the end.
So we're not talking about Xavier Woods, Tozawa, and Otis versus the Final Testament. We're just
It's been going on. It's just going on and on and on. And
do you know what the worst part is? Because Kofi's gone. Because Kofi's gone too, it's dragging even more.
Can't we just keep all these people off TV? No one's asking for this. No one's asking for this.
I've by the way, people, I've flipped the script because I'm making the Judgment Day nonsense the main event. Chad Gable and the Creed come out at the end of the match. Chad tells Otis that he using his brain isn't his strong point, but it's his. That's why he hired the Creeds to fill in the weaknesses of his old crew. He offers them a once in a lifetime opportunity to rejoin the team. Otis says when things get tough, Chad runs away and tells him no. The Creeds take out Otis and Tozawa. The lights go out and the Wyatt 6 music hits. And they come out again. This time, Uncle Howdy was waiting for Chad in the ring.
Yeah, my favorite thing about this is that Tozawa got that business early. Him and Otis both got it. Otis makes the comeback. And it's like, all right, Tozawa, it's even ground. I'll kick their ass. Tozawa's like, I ain't getting back in there. You just see him on the sideline peeking. I don't want none of this. It's my birthday.
Situation. This is a would you rather. Would you rather look strong and have a comeback like Otis did?
Yeah.
Or would you number 2 just roll to the ground, get controlled by Maxine Dupree?
Yeah. She had that hat from 1999 or some shit. the Jericho hat.
That's what I'm saying.
Blue. I'm just gonna hang back. I mean, it was the man's birthday. It was the man's birthday, so I appreciate him not getting his ass whooped on his birthday. Otis was in his hometown, was getting his ass whooped, but he made that comeback. The Wyatts come out, and then we get Uncle Howdy and a mask. I just think he just needs to be Bo. Let's just get rid of the mask. Bo's face is ugly enough. We don't need the extra mask. The mask is hideous. And he does the Sister Abigail, which gets a large reaction from the crowd. And I think Manny is already still annoyed and sickening by the Wyatt 6.
Yeah, and then Big Bronson retakes on Pete Dunne. Well, at least we thought was going to happen. Sheamus attacks and takes them both down. And then in the back, Sheamus offers a drink or a fight to Pete to find out who's the real bruiserweight.
Because he still don't know why Pete don't like him. This man is delusional. He's delusional. Does he not know what the Brawler Bruce did to Pete? It ruined his career. Pete had a high trajectory at some point. He was the NXT UK champion, one of the longest of all time before Gunther and Tyler Bate and everybody else passed him up. But he was one of the greatest of all time. And then he's ruined. When he joins the Brawling Brutes, he's turned to Butch. He's teaming with Ridge Holland. His career's derailed. He's dual main roster and minor leagues, so he doesn't know what to do with his life. He was the baddest man in NXT.
I also feel like it's quite bad hanging around with Tyler Bate.
Yeah, I just feel like he's having a rough go about everything. He's the third wheel in the Tyler Bate Soul Roca romance. I bet you he's always there like this. Like it's just living a rough life right now.
Yeah, and then Zelina Vega and Zoe Stark did stuff. So did Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. But I do want to speak on this because neither of these people should be making claims to what they were doing.
Yes.
Alba Fire and Isla Dawn said things, but claimed to be running the women's division. Interject Sonya, Shayna, and Zoe that claim they are the real ones running the division. And then I was like, are you? You ain't been running shit. You've just been operating barely 3 weeks.
Man, I know we weren't going to talk about this segment, but they already lost. They already have lost as a faction. Like, normally a faction comes in, they debut, they get a nice streak going of undefeated. They lost this week already. They've already lost. So you ain't running shit already. And then Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, they deserve 15,000 strikes for their claims. This is the second time I believe they've had tag team gold in their career. And whether it's NXT or main roster, I can't remember. But each time they get these titles, and they're never on TV. They never wrestle. They have one segment every 4 weeks of something. You're not running shit. You just exist. You're not Roman. Get out of here.
Marcus, if you're gonna give,
with all due respect to Isla Dawn,
if you're giving Alba Fire and Isla Dawn 15,000 strikes, I'm gonna raise you and give the other three 45,000 strikes, 15,000 strikes each.
Manny, can you also? I would like to just give them 30 strikes because Zoe Stark doesn't deserve this. She doesn't get anything anyway. Nothing ever worked for her anyway. If you give her the strikes, she's gonna lose them.
Marcus, I don't know why this thought just popped in my head. Zoe Stark is the boiled rice of professional wrestling.
Fuck is that? The fuck is that, Manny?
Not even egg fried rice. Not even special fried rice.
No.
Just plain old, boring, boiled rice.
You know what, Manny? I disagree. If you're going to give her that, I mean, I would literally throw Karrion Kross in there. There are worse people. There's worse people. There's more. At least Zoe's a decent wrestler. I'm sure there's someone out there that isn't wrestling out there that can't do anything and is out there just being bland as hell, and then we have to deal with it. I'm sure there's someone else. Jesus.
Okay, I think we've covered everything. Now, we go to the Judgment Day Clubhouse. Dom wants to talk to Rhea. After they had a good week reconnecting, he's worried about Jey Uso because he said yeet when she was asked, does he have his number? She says, I was just messing around. Unlike what you've been doing with Liv Morgan, I've seen your socials too.
Damn.
Then I feel like old man Finn decided to tell Dom he needs to handle the Jey Uso problem. Rhea says they don't need to be starting a war with Jey. Finn says he knows what he has to do when Rhea left the screen.
Rhea's a smart strategy. Before you go further, Rhea's a smart strategy because if Jey were to get jumped by the Judgment Day, there's only one era he can go. He's going to have to call his cousins, and it's going to be Samoan problem here overall, and we don't want that. We don't want this war. We don't have the numbers. We don't have the numbers.
I just remember Paul Heyman was the one that bartered that peace deal between the Judgment Day and the Bloodline.
Yes, he's gone. So we're gonna.
Paul Heyman is dead. We don't know what happened to Paul Heyman.
Broken line. Anyway.
So the Judgment Day go looking for Jey Uso. They all separate. Where Dom runs into Liv Morgan. She tells him not to worry about next week. He says him and Rhea are perfect, and Finn catches him.
Well, Finn set him up. Finn sets him up. Finn says, I go this way for whatever reasons, and then comes back. I go this way. You go look right there. Exactly where he pointed is where Liv Morgan was standing there looking very, very, very good. And that's what
And then this is where stories start to interject. As Sammy is being interviewed by Kathy Kelly, she asks, is he concerned about Bron Breakker? He says he's taking him very seriously and advises him not to make the same mistake at Money in the Bank and take him very seriously because he's going to bring 100%. And this is where we hear someone being attacked.
You just hear that? God damn! Fuck!
And you know what? At no point did I think it was Jey Uso getting mugged. I thought it was Ilya Dragunov stumbling around medical.
I thought Bron was getting that ass again. What are you doing, Bron? What are you doing? I didn't think so. Yeah, I had the same belief of you. But my favorite thing about this Jey Uso assault that was going on, Sammy was, I would say, around the corner, maybe 500 to 300 feet away. How many people were just watching? How many people were just going, damn? Hey, get him. No one gonna do anything. Where's security?
Yeah. So Sammy makes the save, and then Finn is talking big talk in the clubhouse again. Finn's making moves. He said they will take care of Jey Uso and Sammy tonight, and then next week, if Gunther seems to think we're a fucking joke, I'm gonna take on Gunther.
What? Finn was on some bullshit. I believe he believed he was the leader tonight. I think he thought he was the leader tonight.
He was making leadership moves. I don't think Priest does shit like this.
Priest does it every week. But his move is, why are we starting that Braun Strowman problem? Why is that still going on? There ain't no problem.
No. Marcus,
if we don't fuck with him, there ain't no problem.
No, see, a real leader leads by example, and that's what Finn was doing. Finn threw himself into battle. If you watch the Braun Strowman problem for the last few weeks, he's been sending JD when he knows gone damn well JD ain't gonna do anything against Braun Strowman.
True. You know, he sent himself last week and handled the problem himself. We saw no Braun Strowman this week.
After how many weeks of this Braun Strowman problem? Probably about a month. They had about a month of this problem. That just showed bad leadership.
It did. He needed him to soften him up. And then he goes up there and pick the scraps. What a bad leader. What a jerk.
He is. He's a bad leader. And then Rhea was like, Rhea finds out what Dom was doing during this beatdown. Carlito snitches.
Carlito's
Rhea. Or yours live.
Yeah, why don't you guys live? And then she was like, she grabbed him by the ear. I know she didn't grab him by the ear, but she said, come on, we're going to the ring. The crowd pops. Like, oh shit.
Marcus, and you know what? This was the best segment because I love when Raw goes like this.
Yeah,
I love it.
I was happy they did a split screen.
I love it.
When they did that, I went, oh, we're going full production here. Because normally it would be, cut back and forth, but they decided to go split screen because I was like, because at the moment before they did it, I was like, I think we need to go split screen on this.
Yeah.
And then they did it in the exact moment. I went, oh, they know.
Rhea says, Liv Morgan, if you want him, come get him. Liv's music plays, but she's talking from a safe distance in the stands. Yes. Saying she's got self-control, unlike Rhea.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan states she has feelings for Dom, and he has feelings for her. Gorgeous men like Dominic don't go for girls like Rhea. They go for girls that look like Liv. And when she did that turn, I feel everyone was like, ugh.
Every man, I bet you there were people in with their girl who was at the event was like, and who girl looked at her, you better not be looking up there. You better not be looking up there.
She's up there. She's up there. I'm looking there. That's what everything happened in that arena.
Yeah. Everybody turned their head. Head went, oh. He did it. He turned around. Oh my God.
Dom holds Rhea back because Rhea wants to go after her, and then Rhea was like, "Get off me!" He's like, "Let me speak.
Let me kill. Let me kill. No, let me kill. No.
And then
let me talk to her."
And Dom might as well have pulled out a bazooka because he said, Liv was like, oh, I just want you to say 3 little words. And then the bazooka came out and everyone in that area got murdered because Dom said, I hate you, Liv. Are you stupid? Are you deaf? I don't like you. You have ruined my life over and over again. I can't stand you. You have ruined everything for me, Liv. And she's crying and walking off. He's also breaking to Spanish, but I can't do that.
Yeah. He said in Spanish, he called her a bitch who's stupid and mentally fucked up in the head and stuff like that. He was going on what? He's like, you're a fucking headache. He was cussing. He was out of control. I felt like he's practiced this before with his wife. Like Don was on full thing. And it was like Liv understood the Spanish more than the English because that would broke her. When he started speaking Spanish, she was like,
no, but that would break me too. So yeah. you get yelled at in another language, it hurts more. I feel like other languages are way more passionate than the English language. You could call me a cunt, it wouldn't affect me that bad. But you start calling me all kinds of things under the sun in like another language, that's an international incident.
I need to talk to my congressman about this.
I need to speak to Vader.
So they had the split screen of this, and you have Rhea smiling like, hell yeah, my Latino, he offended me. He cussed the ass out just like he should have did weeks ago. And then you have Liv breaking down and crying, who I thought was going to break into a smile, but it just inside.
I thought that too.
I thought I was going to be like, ha, 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 but no. Yeah, anyway, Dom gets licked. He gets his ear licked out and then a smooch on the cheek. And they had dirty sex for the rest of the night.
I don't know about you. I don't know how comfortable I'd be if I was Buddy Murphy at this moment in time, watching my wife, licking another man on TV.
Yeah. Did you really have to lick him? Did you have to lick him? He's at home just waiting. Cállate! He tells her cállate.
No, he can't do that. He can't
Why
do
not?
that. All right.
Why not?
Come on. Because he's Australian. They ain't got another language.
Yeah, man, he decided to bring the Spanish manual. He's like, how do I yell at someone? He's Australian too, but I want her to know that I'm upset.
I don't know how you upset an Australian. Do you knock over a barbecue?
You throw a boomerang at her koala.
you throw crocodiles at them?
Yeah. You put Crocodile Dundee 3. That really hurt people. Like, oh, he's really upset. Or, I feel like this is the moment he should be upset about. I think it's the beginning of Raw when they're walking into the arena and you see her and Priest just laughing it up, having a great time on whatever's on that phone. That's what I'm upset. It's like, why is she so happy? Why is she so happy with Priest? That's the one I'm worried about.
Priest is showing all sorts. You know what Priest is doing.
Yeah.
Priest is showing all various pictures of all his conquests of the last week.
Yeah.
Priest is honestly a fuck boy, a fuck man. Yeah. He's a fuck man. He's not a fuck boy. He's a fuck man.
He's a fuck grandpa at this point. He's old, man. He's out there with his wrinkly balls out there with all these young girls and shit.
Jimmy, I don't know. A lick seems more personal.
Yeah, a lick seems personal out of passion. Like, you don't just randomly lick people. Like, you couldn't control yourself. You had to lick. Oh, I gotta lick the fuck out of this person. Let me tell you this, Jimmy. Let me tell you this. How do you eat your ice cream? You lick your ice cream. That is, he treated him like a dessert. I'm just saying. Like, that's what that was. That was a dessert.
So, but I like the image that came off when the Judgment Day entered the arena. It showed there were 3 groups within the Judgment Day. There was the Irish boys and Dominic. There was Rhea Ripley and Damian, and then Carlito on his own.
No, there's Carlito in the bags. I believe Carlito has to do something dirty. Like, I believe if they all do side with Liv Morgan and turn on Rhea, I think Carlito has to be the one where it's like, oh, Carlito's turn. Oh, I knew it. But then you find out it's all of them. Like,
Jimmy said you're less likely getting the herps from a lick. I don't know about that, Jimmy.
I don't know. I'm not in the licking community of what happens with transmission diseases.
I'm not in the herps game, but
I know dogs lick.
Jimmy, you could get a cold sore, and that's facial herpes. Oh, I've got a cold sore. No, you've got herpes.
And then she licked inside his ear too. Remember it's the wax in there. Like, it was all ear. It was all ear. She didn't. No,
that was cheek. That was cheek.
I thought she got ear.
No, it was cheek. But okay, let's review.
That's the next step of eating ass right there. I thought she got ear.
Let's review.
I thought it was lick on the ear, kiss on the cheek. I don't think we're ever going to get a close-up of all lick. We're going to get just the tongue right there.
I'm just saying.
That's a happy man,
I'm just saying.
That's a happy man. That's a man living his best life.
I've never seen a man with a mustache have a smile that big.
No. That's not even a smile, man. I'm very pleased with my life, and I'm just going to sit, like, it's total euphoria right there. That's just total euphoria. That is like max a man can be.
Because if she did get ear, Dominic would not be able to get out of that ring normally because he would have had a full-blown erection.
He would have seen the middle rope just go, boom. What the fuck? Sorry. Full-blown erection. It's out of control.
I'm just saying, this whole Rhea Ripley drama was the best thing ever. I wish they made it go on for longer. Because it's ending at SummerSlam. And I don't want it to.
I don't think it's it's ending. I think it's just beginning at SummerSlam. You think Rhea just gets the title back? It's the end of the tour and everything. Everybody's hunky dory.
Someone's turning. Someone's turning. But you know, I like
Dom.
the whole Dominic. I like the whole Dom being a problem kind of thing, and don't know who to choose. I want him to be struggling on who he needs to choose. I didn't want it to be like this where he chose already.
And also, I would like to add this. I never asked for much in life. I asked for a lot. I'll be honest. But I never asked for this. I never said, we need Jerry the King Lawler as a third wheel in the commentary. We absolutely did. We need all his old reactions because this is perfect. This is what he was built for. Her interactions and his little snide comments. Oh! He loves her, JR! He loves her! He loves her, JR!
I don't think I need him. I don't think I need him at the desk. I need King's Court. Because you know, remember when something was juicy? Something was juicy and then he was doing the
yeah, he's jumping up and down and running like that. He's doing his best Okada impersonation. But that's what you need. You need his snide comments. You need him going, oh, and running and jumping up and down. His reactions. The camera to cut to his reactions. Him going, JR just going, God damn.
That Jezebel.
God. That Jezebel. That witch. even you, JR, wouldn't be able to resist Liv at this moment. You.
Then you got then the big boss man, rest in peace, brings out the saltpeter just to reject women.
Yeah.
99 was wild, people. Blame Ross.
Was out of control.
I blame Ross. We watched the whole of 99.
No, we watched all of 98 for sure. 99, I think we missed the end. We missed the end of 99. But 99 was pretty well. 98, 99. Yeah, we never got to the end of 99.
Blame Ross. Send Ross your hate mail.
Blame everybody. We didn't complete 99. Maybe that's what we do. We complete the year of 1999. And we finally get the end of The Rock versus Kid Shamrock.
Marcus, I don't believe that's ended. I believe they're still feuding today. That's when the lights went out.
The Rock told Shamrock, we can do this forever.
When the lights went out at WrestleMania, The Rock actually thought Shamrock was coming, not The Undertaker.
Who made The Rock this way? It was Kid Shamrock. He's the reason he was in bell bombs and whipping people. He said, I could be the world's most dangerous man.
I wish Shamrock's kids came after Ava. Keep the feud alive.
It is crazy. Ava, Shamrock is The Rock, and The Rock says, hey, explain to me why Ava has no credibility. That whole Shamrock feud had her shook. She never made it out of that okay. I don't think she was born at that point. I don't know.
Raw. I enjoyed Raw, even though there is so many things that we have just discarded as trash. Yeah. I.e. the boring sisters.
Yeah. Or as you like to call it, the boiling water trio. The boiling rice.
Okay. Well, okay. So I'm going to rank these as people as I think are valuable to the company. I believe the rice cooker, which is the most valuable thing when it comes to making rice, is Sonya Deville.
Not really. I'm kind of
The water is Shayna.
That shit is hard boiled. That shit you see it, I always see it like.
And then the rice, because it's boring as fuck and it's cheap as fuck. Zoe Stark.
Let me tell you this about the rice, Manny. It's always gonna be undercooked. Always disappointing at the end. You just go like, I thought you were gonna be better.
Yeah. So that was Raw. I enjoyed it. I don't know about you.
I think the highs of the Raw show, the Dragonov Breaker feud, the Jey Uso, the main event was good. We didn't even talk about that.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the main event. Yeah, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, that's Finn Balor and JD McDonough. I love because I haven't seen that sequence before, where the way the match ended.
Yeah. It was
The haluva kick into the Uso splash for the win, and then turn around, Sammy, spear.
Yeah. It was really well timed, and then you get Breaker in his sprint. It's always good to see Breaker sprint. And his Wolf T-shirt. I just thought that it was a nice main event, and the show has its lows. If it wasn't 3 hours, again, I think Raw would be an amazing show. You wouldn't be able to compete, but because you have the segments of just like, why do I got to get two? So in the middle segment, that was my favorite moment because I was on the phone. I think Eric had called me at this point. He's like, why am I getting two? Why am I getting two of these?
Well, see, if we cut the Valkyria Sonya Deville segment, the match, and cut Xavier Woods, Tozawa, Otis, and the Final Testament, and then obviously the Selena Vega and Zoe Stark thing, I think that would equate to about maybe half an hour to 40 minutes, which is a TV hour.
Yeah.
So if we cut that, I think we would have had a good 2 hour show.
Yeah, I believe if they put all those segments together, we would end up with MJF versus Will Ospreay, just the first half, and we've been all right.
Which I didn't think. I thought it was just you, but that match last week has really split people.
Yeah,
some people didn't like it. Some people didn't like it, and then some people loved it.
Yeah, I didn't think I thought it was 100% in the minority. I thought it was in the 0.11%, and then the more I'm hearing, I'm like, oh, why are people agreeing with me? Stop. I want to say it was a great match, a great athletic contest, just a little long. Like it got to the point where it was too unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know why they rushed it. I feel like they could have let this cook a bit, and without the match, you didn't have to give it away for free. I know. Their ratings are in the toilet. And you need to do stuff to bring people in and keep that Big Bang Theory audience there. But I don't think that was the right way, giving such a money match for free.
I don't think giving it away was the problem for me. It's that because they're gonna fight again at All In. I know that All In is going to be a shorter match. They're not going to go an hour again. And it's going to be the worst match of the two. It's going to be the worst match of the two. Or it could be the better match of the two by being shorter. But it's just that if you're just going to do all that just to have a title swap back, I'm just like, oh, we didn't really move anywhere. No one's elevated. Nothing's really gained by this. I don't think
when you think about
of MJF or Ospreay. I think they're both great.
When you think about it, when you're selling a pay-per-view, I feel like more people will pay money to watch an MJF match than they would the actual main event, which I believe is going to be Swerve versus Danielson. I think more people will want to be watching a MJF match and possibly a Will match, just assuming they're not going against each other. But the fact that if that's going to be the match leading into All In, you've already seen it. You've already seen the better match. It's not like, WWE do 50-50 booking, so you want to see the actual blow-off match. That match had the cleanest they could have had finish. Where he knocked him out with the diamond ring and won. He beat him 1-2-3 in the middle of the ring, and they went an hour. I don't feel like you can do anything else what they already did in that hour that they had for an additional 20 minutes. I'd feel cheated if I was a full-on AEW fan.
Yeah, but I believe they can do it again, but I don't believe it's gonna be, like you said, as good. Like, this was quote unquote a classic, a long classic, but a classic nonetheless. It's gonna be something people remember on Dynamite for a long time, like Dax Harwood and CM Punk many years ago. Oh
man, I hope FTR come back to WWE just so we can get an FTR CM Punk reunion.
We belong together. Well, I want to come back to Team Randy Orton. They have to make a decision. You want to be with Randy or you want to be with Punk?
Oh, that'd be a good one. Yesterday, I don't know why, in my head was stuck "Can You Feel the Love Tonight," the Lion King song by Elton John.
Why?
Because it was there for like 2 hours. I was harmonizing and everything.
Can you feel the love tonight? You know that one.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Well, we get to watch PG animated lion sex. When they're just frolicking through the woods and the jungles, and you're just like, something's going on here. There's something more. They're showing us the PG version of this. There's some old lion shaking leg kind of moment right now. Imagine a Lion King just threw that there for a kid's movie. You know what? We're going to throw this in there. I don't care what they say. Make it R. Animals fuck. We're going to make them fuck.
Do you kind of
the Beyonce version should have had that.
You kind of wish that David Attenborough does a voiceover on top of that. As the leader of the Pride, mounts the I don't know what they call the woman, the female, the top lioness.
Yeah, the lioness. Come on, Manny, you should know what the lioness is.
Marcus, she's gonna get released. The more thirst traps I see of her on a world tour, she's gonna get released. That body can't. Those knee braces can't hold up that body.
No, it's too much.
She's
it's too much.
Two now. She's wearing two. She's done. She's gonna get released.
Yeah. I think she can make more money on OnlyFans anyway.
I don't need her. I've got a Lola Vice.
I think Jada Parker
every week.
Yeah, I think that the Lash Legend and Jada Parker and Lola Vice can hold down the thick areas of wrestling and keep it with their knees. I think they have the right portions.
Well,
I think they have the right portions.
I believe Jada. Taking out Lash of consideration, I feel like Jada Parker is more black enough to cover Nikita Lyons' Foxy Brown impersonation that she's been doing for years.
Yeah, but Jada does it better. Jada does everything that Nikita does better. Lash is bigger and thicker. I'm just saying. That's where we're at. Nikita's been replaced.
Nikita's been replaced and we've all moved on. We don't care.
Do we ready? When that roar hits, roar! I think you're going to be like, oh, she's back! I honestly can't wait. I honestly can't wait till she come back. I don't care. I just want to see your reaction.
Marcus, you know what? I may pop, but
I
damn well know that she ain't gonna do business for us quite like what Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley have done for us.
Manny, this is you being Dominic Mysterio on Nikita Lyons for no reason. I never loved you. It was bliss. You had a moment, okay? It was bliss and order before you and Charlotte's feet.
Yeah, Charlotte needs to come back. We need to get those feet perverts back.
Look at those numbers. We wouldn't have been here. We wouldn't have 300K without Charlotte's feet. Without the toasters. We wouldn't have got it.
You know what? Alexa Bliss, Charlotte's feet are the foundation of the Sharpshooters YouTube channel. Not the penis jokes. Not the however jungle.
The pillars. They're pillars. You just see
Charlotte's 2 feet are the middle pillars. Charlotte's 2 feet are the middle
And Charlotte's feet is the MJF of our 4 pillars of our company. Everybody else can be Jungle and Darby and who's the other one? Sammy Guevara.
Wow.
Is he the hologram?
I hope not. Man, did you see that picture? That was awful.
No, I actually didn't watch the video. I
didn't watch the video. I saw the image of it, and the moment I saw it, I thought, well, that's got to be Jeff Jarrett. Because all I thought was the jacket.
I'll tell you this, Manny. I saw the hologram kind of live. I think I saw it on the tape version of whatever of Collision. It was because the Dodger game was on, and I was watching that. And it was exciting game. And then after it went off, I was like, "What's going to Collision?" I was like, "Oh, it's the hologram." And I'm watching him, and I go, "Is this Sammy Guevara?"
You can't make money with this guy.
You can't make a man named Hologram. His first name Hollow, his last name Graham.
Graham.
Mr. Graham.
Advertisement for Preparation H.
Or he's really like Hogan.
The Huck Tour girl is dead now. The Huck Tour girl is now dead to me. Taking a picture with Hulk Hogan made me sick.
My God. Yeah, she's racist. God damn it! You took a picture with a racist.
Also, hell, telling Obafemi to suck it last week, which I didn't see on NXT.
Didn't see it. She's
also a racist. I'm branding her a racist.
I'm not branding her a racist. I think that she had a little bit of the quote-unquote jungle fever, Manny, and was telling him to do other things to her.
She ain't got no jungle fever. Do you know why? Because she is going out with the most boring man on the planet, Nathan Frazier.
Well, he had to date somebody taller than him. I mean, shorter than him. Sorry. He's like, who's left on this run? By the way, NXT is getting a strike. Is anybody fucking everybody in that performance center? Is it just one big orgy?
Everyone fucking everyone.
It's just one big orgy, Sean. Is that what's going on there? They're just playing the Heartbreak Kid music throughout the entire time in the performance center. And everybody's just out there fucking. Is that what's going on? Because that's what it looks like. It looks like a giant orgy.
No, it raises the question. Because it was brought up on the mid-card mess. So Bron Breakker is now going out with Izzy Day.
Yeah.
Is that an upgrade from Cora Jade?
I think it's a downgrade.
I think it might be an upgrade. Cora Jade looked like her apartment stink.
That was the old Cora Jade. That was the skater Cora Jade. This is
it's the same Cora Jade.
It's not the same. It's not the same Cora Jade, Manny. It's not the same. It's different.
And then how do you feel when you hear that it's either one of OTM is going out with Lola Vice?
Well, you know what? She is a Latina, and I believe half of one of them was Latino or something. So why not?
No, I think they're black.
I don't think so.
I think they are.
I think one of them's Dominican or something.
I don't know. I don't pay to be honest. I don't pay that close attention when they come out.
Yeah, I you know what? I don't see race either, Randy. Let's go with that.
No, I just don't see them. When you see Jada Parker, you just don't. They don't exist.
Also true. She is the star of that group. There's two Janettis. I just see Mighty Janetti 1 and Mighty Janetti 2.
No, they're Joey Mercury and Melina.
Ooh.
Not that saying that John Morrison was a great success either, but there you go.
Well, wait, no. I would say Melina was the biggest success because when she came out, I didn't know their names. He did a split.
Oh, Mercury and Nitro. What do you mean you didn't know their names?
Yeah. But whatever. Melina was there.
I think that's it. I mean, we hit 300K. We hit 300K. We did the show earlier. What else happened? There's a show Thursday. There's a show Saturday. What's going on with the SummerSlam watch along? Is there one? Because I'm still probably gonna do one.
I'll be there. This is 2 weeks. I'll be there.
Confidently. Confidently.
I said with pure confidence, I will be there.
As Eric is taking pictures
98%
of, we don't know
chance.
who. We don't know who Eric's taking pictures of this time, but he's taking pictures.
Yep. Put him in the choke. Get in there.
And if you haven't, go check out the video we released yesterday of Trying Not to Laugh. Where I feel like the kid violence was at its highest.
Well, I believe it's increasingly getting high on this show. I believe we went from 0 kid violence to 100 real quick. Just saying.
I mean, it's once you found out my kryptonite, you started doing it. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna put it in.
You're like, well, I'm guilty. This is
Oh
me.
well, this is me.
You see, well, this is me. I didn't want to expose this side of me, but it is. This is me.
But your reaction to you can summon an entire generation by playing one note.
Oh.
You first like, ah, it's that song, and then the initial reaction of seeing us like, ah!
Yeah, it was immediate. Oh, I didn't expect this.
Marcus is in his car, and he's still wearing the same jumper.
Goddamn right.
And then
those are earnest days of podcast sweater before podcast sweater was podcast sweater.
That was just a sweater then. That was just a sweater. It wasn't even called podcast sweater. But we've all had glow up since then. Marcus is in a new apartment.
Yeah,
I look less rounded than where I am. I look less rounded than I did in that video. I was breathing less heavier now.
Good times.
Good times. But that was when that video, I believe, was out when we had like 150 subscribers. That video.
I don't even know if we had 100 at that point.
No, I think we had 100. I think we were maybe around 150.
Yeah. By the way, we're only at 300 because of Rhea Ripley. It doesn't matter about it. No other video has mattered more than Rhea Ripley and the WrestleMania, and then I guess WrestleMania 2, whatever the other video was.
And then
the Nia Jax.
The Jey Uso one has done numbers now too.
Which one was the Jey Uso one?
Asking Rhea Ripley if she has his number.
Oh, yeah. It's all.
That's
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. Yeah. That's it. Like yeah. It's all Rhea. Thanks. We did it. It's more Rhea. It's more Rhea. We on the backs of Rhea Ripley, on her very strong back. If it was ever a back to be flexed like Raquel Gonzalez, and it's Rhea Ripley's back as she is carrying
Rodriguez.
What's her name? What was I calling her?
Gonzalez, the actual name, the NXT name.
Forgot she changed it. Raquel Rodriguez, if that's her real name.
So the top videos is Nia and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, it's like 38
Did
million.
Rhea Ripley make it worse when she drew on Becky Lynch?
Yep.
The original video where Rhea Ripley drew on Charlotte Flair.
Yep.
Someone should check on Rhea Ripley as she fell off the ring apron.
This is ridiculous.
And I know why that one did well. The titty jiggled. That's why that video did well.
Oh, what? So they're just watching that titty jiggle over and up.
Yeah,
Perverts.
watch when people hear this. The influx of that video is going to go up again.
A titty jiggle.
And then my favorite video is why you can't pay Dr. Steve Austin when you can't pay Dr. Stone Cold Steve Austin, where it's him hitting Redacted on the head with a bedpan.
Yeah. The last days of Mr. McMahon. By the way, he's been quiet lately. I'm sure there's updates on his lawsuit.
No, there's an update.
I'm sure that's the real
update last week, and I just did not care.
I don't read any of the updates.
I didn't read. I saw it on the Cultaholic news video, and I was like, I'm not listening to this.
Yeah, I'm waiting for. Just give me the full documentary, and I'll be down. Okay, that's what I'll wait. I'll wait for the 2-hour doc on Vince or whatever, and we put all that shit together, and you just go, You just shake your head, and you forget about it a week because you moved on to Squid Game 2 or something.
Marcus, I need it to be like Netflix, and I want reenactments. Especially those text messages.
Yeah, I always want bad reenactments. Dark Side of the Ring, or whatever.
Especially those text messages.
I love reenactments.
I felt dirty after reading it. I felt like I needed a cigarette and to drink some whiskey.
I can't believe those are real. That's the worst part. It was just, it's in your face glare. I don't believe there's no one who's heard that text message without that awkward smile or laugh of going, what? In their face. Where we at?
We did a whole hour of that. Do you remember that? We read those out for an entire hour. We had done the show, and then this bullshit happened, and then we had to do another video directly after it.
Whew. Well, the world's a better place now that he's that's over. I feel like.
I mean, professional wrestling is a better place since he's been gone.
Yeah. You know, I'm shocked he didn't show up at Trump's national convention just randomly. I think he had too much heat. I mean, technically he did. His son was there, Hogan.
He created Hulkamania.
I mean, Linda was there too. Kane was there too. It was everybody except him. Then he wanted to go, and Trump was like, "Nah, man, the heat's too on. You got too much heat on you."
He might get shot. He might actually probably get assassinated if he turn up.
Shout out to Kamala for running for president. I just like doing that. It's not. It's like I just feel like her whole campaign should be built on this. Anybody going on?
Well, Marcus, I hear she's looking for people to do help her campaign. I feel like you could join. We can draw the stars and moons on you.
I would never do that. How much we talking? I would never do that.
Oh, what's your price? How much of government money would you have to be paid to do that?
Manny, I am not going to give a number here on air because I don't want the negotiations to go south. And then I don't want people to know how cheap I would do it for, to be honest.
It's got to be at least a year's salary. At minimum, it's got to be at least a year's salary. Lower.
Yeah, who's your salary? Yeah, who's your salary, though, Manny? Who's your salary?
I'm talking about your year's salary.
I think I can make more money in endorsements by just walking out there and the hilarity. Just like, oh, it's a Kamala guy.
I'll be your keeper, the one with the hat and the balaclava.
It's Manny. Why can't I remember that dude's name? Oh shit!
I can't even. Was it General something?
It's General something.
Oh, let's look it up. It's the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Oh, let's shoot him.
Why are you doing this? I would single-handedly cost her campaign by doing this for no reason. It's terrible. Who are these guys? You're supposed to help. Yeah, but it was too funny to not do it. It was too funny that they did it for free. Like, the way I would like to be introduced as you look this up is that, you know how they have the sign language interpreter in the speech?
Oh, Marcus, there's multiple people. There is multiple managers. There was Freddie Blassie.
Nah, pass. That's not, you know who we're talking about. I'm going to say General Chi, Commander Chi.
Kimchi.
Kimchi? No.
Kimchi.
Who's that his name?
Yeah, Kimchi, played by Steve Lombardi. AKA
everybody.
What
was he everybody? He was literally everybody in my childhood. This man was fucking Mystique.
Wasn't he also the guy that dressed up as the baseball guy and it just kept coming out he was on strike?
Yeah. No. He wasn't the Goon, was he? Was that the Goon? No, the Goon was the hockey guy.
The Goon was the hockey player.
Yeah, I think he was the baseball guy. Yeah. Oh, God. He was Doink the Clown.
I think that's why we need to revisit 1994. Maybe 1993. 1993 is a stretch.
Yeah. Manny, how is there not a gimmick on the indies somewhere? It's like this would make main roster, or maybe it may make Rampage or something. But on the indies, where some guy's just doing all the 90s gimmicks. He just come out with a different 90s gimmick each week, or each time he appears. And each of the band, where he's Duke the Dumpster Drosy, the Brooklyn Brawler, Doink the Clown, Crush.
I was scrolling through TikTok the other night.
Mentor.
And, there's these people that do these challenges of like don't think like I think. So like he was going through a list of wrestlers. He was like, think of a wrestler that begins with D, and then he went for like an obvious one of like Diesel or something like that.
Yeah.
And my brain instantly went, ain't nobody saying Duke. Ain't nobody saying Duke the Dumpster Drosy. Not even Duke Hudson. Duke the Dumpster Drosy is my Duke.
Maybe Saturday we can see we're playing a game between me and Eric to think, or me or you and Eric or whoever, because me and Eric will probably end up thinking alike since childhood or whatever.
He can't remember. He doesn't remember much. Eric's got bad memory.
Yeah, but we just do name a wrestler, with a letter, and see if we could, if you guys will ever match up or what.
I mean, that could be a separate video.
It could be. Could be a tangent.
Could be a tangent, but that's wrestling related.
I mean, honestly, we could just do it ourselves. We could just write down our own, and we will not. We just see the other person's paper, No,
I feel it needs to be off memory. I feel like it's gonna be off memory because you can do research if it's on paper.
No, I mean, but we have to random. We don't have any paper. We just write it down on paper, but we do like a randomized letter somewhere. I don't know how you do it on the screen, or we draw from a hat or something, and then it's just like, who you got? Oh, it's R. I picked Razor Ramon. Who'd you pick? Ryback.
I'm gonna go with one that means a lot to you. Ripping Raymundo.
Ooh, the legend himself.
The legend himself. The sharpshooter legend, Ripping Raymundo.
I just don't understand how Ripping Raymundo ended up in the category with Vince McMahon and Chris Benoit if he's not mentioned in WWE history. I just don't understand.
And I don't know why his son's not mentioned, Ripping Raymundo Jr.
Yes. Somewhere they were wrestling in Mexico. They were canceled for I don't know what reasons. They don't ever bring it up. They don't ever bring it up in WWE history.
Yeah. So make sure you like the video, subscribe. The next milestone should be 500,000 if we even get there, or if we've retired.
I'm gonna say this: if Randy posts a video around WrestleMania. With a Rhea Ripley video around WrestleMania time, we'll be at 500,000 in that week.
You know what? That's what's gonna happen when she comes back. When Nikita Lyons comes back, I'll be like, I'll be look, Rhea Ripley, look. You have done nothing for me. What have you done for me lately?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you the 3 letters. I hate you. Okay. Is there something wrong with you coming back? Okay? You come here being all sister girl and all that. I moved on. Okay? Jada Parker has took your spot.
She is being devastating with that ass. She been devastated. Whereas you, what were you doing? You are one jump away from your knees falling apart.
Yeah. You're one clam slam away from it. It's all falling apart.
I don't even care if you've been working out with Charlotte Flair. Those feet are more important than your ass. I didn't show those feet. The deadliest weapon in the game. Megan Thee Stallion clapping gonna be thunderclapping them cheeks. So loud, Manny's head going, no. We moved on. We've moved on. We talking about the island of relevancy now. We're talking about the island of relevancy. Acknowledge us.
Oh man.
Acknowledge us. Oh, come back. I missed the Roman Reigns challenge.
Oh, that's only SummerSlam, man. At SummerSlam, my arms can't take it. They're out of shape. It's like
I can't even use this arm. I usually use this arm for my challenge.
Oh, yeah, it's gone.
Gone. Can no longer throw fastballs. Chet Stedman. Who knew? Who knew my life become Chet Stedman?
Yeah. Who knew this was destiny for me?
So like the video, subscribe if you haven't. I've been the racially ambiguous, the Prince of Ambiguous, the Lord of Gravy, all gravy, Lord Manny Hayes, and he's been. Ow.
I've been a disgrace to my family and culture.
As I just headbutt a microphone, as I bust my head open.
Oh, I missed that. That would be funny. This is how the show began, is on the left. This is how it ended on the right.
Oh, what a show.
The Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast.
Oh, why? Jesus.
Why not? We out. Peace.